no other insurance company we love like BCIC. So that's why it's 9 minutes past the hour, and we head straight into bring it to our source, BCIC. BCIC. Don't forget, if you got a question, we're ready to answer it for you. You can call, text, or WhatsApp your questions to 876-440-7602. Or you also go online at bciconline.com. And if you go to any of the branches and you're a new customer, you just shout out, bring it to BCIC, and you get $5,000 discount off your policy. Yeah. They have 8 locations island-wide, everybody. They're in Kingston and Duke Street, Crossroads in New Kingston. And they're in Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, Savannah, Portmore, and Mandeville. Here's the man, Managing Director, Mr. Peter Levy. Good morning, Mr. Levy.
Morning, Ron.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm doing great.
Oh, back to school morning, Mr. Levy.
Yeah, back to school. I suggest everybody try and get an early start because I think the traffic is going to be.
Oh, it is crazy already, man. There's a lot of changes going on in Kingston right now because of the road work. So, busy day, sir.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Levy, here we go right away because we're at our favorite insurance company, BCIC, and bciconline.com. And today, we want to go even bigger and better today. And today we'll be talking about the real cost of a robot taxi. Because I have a new robot assistant that's going to be working with me in the studio starting today. I call her Rabisha. So, Rabisha, like Robotisha, but, I just call her Rabisha.
Okay, I got it.
So, today I want to talk about robot, but it's robot taxi. Those illegal taxi. What exactly are those, and why are they so dangerous?
So, a regular taxi has to have a license called a road license. Issued by the Transport Authority.
Right.
And that before they issue that license, that they make sure that the owner has proper insurance to cover against injury to passengers as well as the injury to other people, other road users, and that the driver is properly licensed to drive a PPV vehicle.
Oh.
If you don't see the red license plate and the checkered markings on the vehicle, then don't take the...
Chances are it's a robot.
Yeah, so, and what happens is you're not going to be covered in the case of an accident because they're using the vehicle outside the terms of their insurance.
Oh, so they're just basically operating illegally then?
Basically, yeah, they're in contravention of the laws for carriage of passengers. The Road Traffic Act has laws about who can carry passengers for hire and reward, and you have to have a proper license and you have to have the proper insurance for that.
Oh, and then now, so whatever, anything happen at all, you won't be able to claim anything.
That's right, because the insurance will say, no, this guy was supposed to be using the vehicle privately and he was using it
as a robot.
Of course, the use of a vehicle as a taxi is so much heavier than the use as a private vehicle. Most times a private vehicle, you drive it to work and it sits down for a few hours and then to lunch or whatever. But
taxi not sit down. No, taxi not sit down. No, hardly.
Right. That's money burning when your taxi is parked.
Yeah.
So it's not a question of how they drive so much as the fact that it's just out there. I mean, there's some of them who aren't the greatest drivers, of course, for sure, and so on. But just the fact of being out there on the road in the busiest times of the day, all the time, is a significant difference in the risk.
Yeah, in the risk, and even with the wear and tear of the motor vehicle. So we have to make sure, Mr. Levy, that these cars, we look for the certain signs, how to determine if this taxi is legal or not, for us to take it, right, especially in an insurance claiming situation.
As I said, the red plate is one everybody knows about, but a couple of years ago, they brought in these color schemes on the vehicle, where the yellow and the yellow checkered stripes are black and yellow.
Yes.
Is for what they call hackney carriage, which is a regular taxi where he takes you wherever you want to go, and then the route taxis are black and white.
Black and white.
So they're all supposed to have those things. I can tell you, for me as a driver on the road, it made a huge difference. Just seeing that, you became more aware of that.
Of what's a taxi or what's not a taxi.
Right, and you knew, even if you weren't taking a taxi, as a driver on the road, you knew, well, okay, this guy's a taxi, so probably he's going to stop more frequently or whatever. So I think it was a very good thing that the traffic authority did.
Does BCIC insure taxis?
Yeah, absolutely. We insure third-party policies, comprehensive policies. We're happy to insure taxis. We have a safe driver discount, which is a unique thing for BCIC that can go up to 40% off if the driver of the vehicle is accident-free.
Oh, so if you're a taxi man and you crash, BCIC take 40% off your premium?
That based on the driver's record, and it has a number of benefits that that I think owners of taxis would be very happy to participate in.
Man.
And of course, we have the easy pay, which means that you can manage your payments and you don't have to have that big lump sum.
I like it, BCIC. Listen to the feature called Bring It To BCIC. You got a question? We talk to Mr. Levy every Monday morning about this time, and you can actually call, text, or WhatsApp your questions to 876-440-7602. Any question about insurance, BCIC, bring it to us. We got 8 locations on the island. We're in Kingston, on Duke Street, Crossroads, and also New Kingston. Also in Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, Savannah, Lamar, Portmore, and Mandeville. And if you go to any of our stores or you check out our policies online at bciconline.com, just say, bring it to BCIC. That's worth $5,000. Mr. Levy, when I take out a PPV insurance with BCIC, what does that cover? I mean, I drive my taxi. What does that cover?
Well, you can choose to have comprehensive cover, which covers you for damage to your vehicle. And of course, if you borrow money from the bank to buy the vehicle, then they're going to require you to have comprehensive. So that's part of the coverage. It covers for if the driver is unfortunately killed in an accident, there's an immediate payment of $250,000 to his beneficiary.
Help with the family and the funeral and things.
Yeah, that's right. The windscreen is covered just as in the private car policy. It's unlimited in terms of amount. So any crack or break of the glass in the vehicle, we'll have it replaced. There are record fees for up to $50,000. $50,000 guaranteed cover. So if you're in an accident and you need a record to take the vehicle somewhere safe.
What if police take come in taxi and everything like that and we can't find a record fee?
That's a different.
No, I'm not going to get the fee. Oh gosh, Mr. Levy.
That's between you and the officer.
Okay, only turn the accent. Okay, I understand. All right. And what else? What else you cover?
And
like
of course,
flood?
Liability to third parties, where if you hit somebody, you take care of their damage. And then yes, flood, hurricane, earthquake, riot, strike, and civil commotion. Any damage to your vehicle from those perils is also covered by a comprehensive policy.
Ah, okay. I like that. Let's get into our questions now, Mr. Levy. By the way, if you upgrade your driver's license to a PPV license, you or your driver can operate the insured PPV once you have been claims-free for the past 2 years. Other companies require that you have a PPV license for about a number of years. But BCIC say, once we see that you've been driving okay for the last 2 years, bring it to BCIC. Here's a question from our line, Mr. Levy. Our number quickly is 440-7602. Here's a question. Does BCIC insure drivers with a learner's license?
Yeah, absolutely. Once you're licensed to be on the road, once you're allowed legally to be on the road, then we will cover you. It's like we were saying last week with the young driver that, if some people...
they're not like young drivers, I know.
They don't take them if their license is new. We figure how you're going to get the experience if you can't get insurance.
True, BCIC.
So same thing for learners. They have to go and get the experience. They're out there with a fully licensed driver in the passenger seat beside them. So that should help in terms of managing the risk. So yeah, absolutely, BCIC does
insure people with learners.
Not a problem.
Bring it to BCIC. We're going to do another one. Can I pause my motor vehicle insurance while I'm traveling? I have to go to England to spend some time with my grandma. Can I just pause my insurance till I return?
Yeah, you can suspend your cover. If you have a comprehensive insurance policy, you can suspend your cover. Just let us know when you're going to be going, and you have to surrender your certificate during that period. And then
when you come back, bring it.
Reinstate it.
You bring it to BCIC. If my vehicle is insured and I lend it to someone, oh gosh, Mr. Levy, how that work? Me lend my cousin.
Well, if the policy is what we call open driver, some policies have named drivers who are the only people who are allowed to drive those vehicles. Many times with the PPV, you get a named driver policy because you will have a specific driver. But with private use, a lot of the time, it's a lot more kind of fluid than that. Your insurance, if it's open cover, it will allow any authorized driver who is operating the vehicle with your permission. So that would include if you lend it to somebody.
Okay. So it's still insured then once we lend it to somebody if I have that kind of policy?
Yeah, but it's not insured if it's a private car and if you're renting it to somebody, or if you lend it to somebody who then uses it for non-private.
Problem that, Mr. Levy.
So,
all right,
use
Mr.
of the
Levy.
vehicle has to be for private use, same way.
Same way, and it had to be in accordance with whatever you had signed with the insurance company.
Exactly.
All right. Mr. Levy, thanks a lot, sir. Wow. Man, we do this every Monday. It's called Bring It To BCIC. Don't forget 8 locations on the island. They're in Kingston, Duke Street, Crossroads in New Kingston, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, Savannah, Lamar. You can also find BCIC in Portmore and Mandeville. And our number to WhatsApp, text, or call your number or for your questions, 876-440-7602. New customers, always remember to shout, Bring It To BCIC, and claim your $5,000, or do it online at bciconline.com. It's always a pleasure, Mr. Levy.
Thanks, Ron. Be safe.
Be safe and have yourself a good Monday today. And make sure you're insured, Mr. Levy, with BCIC. Bring it.
You buy a new car.
Yeah.
With the many and you'll get. You'll never have to worry about any. That's because BCIC will always take care of you. Get easy insurance coverage accompanied by friendly, responsive customer service. Now that's the best feeling. For motor, home, business or more, call us at 440-7602 or visit bciconline.com.